We continue our coverage of Women's History Month with a story of a Bay Area woman who has spent her life in the service of others. Sister Sandra Price joined the convent when she was just 18 years old, looking for a way to help others. Sister Price made her way to Central America, where she lived for years, making a difference in so many lives. KTVU's Claudine Wong has her story.
My favorite flower is begonia.
Sister Sandra Price has earned the right to sit still, to take a moment to just relax. But that's just not her style.
I would like to get more involved. Yeah.
She is trying to find her way in a new chapter of her life in Oakland after a life of service spent in Nicaragua. Her story is one defined by a desire to help, a desire so strong she joined the convent at 18 and decided to teach.
I fell in love with Montessori, and I loved doing that. I had majored in Spanish language in college, and I fell in love with the Latin culture.
And when she was 39 years old, a call for help came from Nicaragua. The government there needed help rebuilding after the war.
I was free to go. I could go immediately.
Had you traveled a lot at that point?
No.
Had you been anywhere else besides the Bay Area?
Really, no.
And you said, I'll go?
Yeah, I'll go. And 3 other people did also. 3 years was the first commitment.
And you stayed for?
40.
It wasn't easy work as they traveled around the country.
We were doing anything that people needed doing.
Eventually, they ended up in the coastal city of Ciuna, where they partnered up with a group of local missionary sisters. But staying turned out to be too hard for most. 2 of the volunteers got hepatitis in the first year and had to go home. By the end of the 3rd year, the parasites became too much for another.
Then there was one, just you?
Just me. And I was working with the native sisters there. And so I was given permission to continue working with them.
She would work with one of the native missionary nuns for decades, even as war broke out again.
Did you always feel safe? Were you worried at all?
Well, I wasn't worried about it, but we weren't any safer than anybody else, you know. We were in the middle of a war. Yeah. As we said, you know, you got up in the morning, you didn't know if you were going to get to the end of the day alive.
She never thought about going home and still gets wistful when she talks about her time there.
By the time I left Nicaragua, we had built 64 one-room schools, 18 preschools, separate preschools. We did bridges in three communities.
If it had been up to her, Sister Sandra Price would still be in Nicaragua. But as politics in that country changed, she was called home. And yet her desire to serve still pulls her.
I think I can do something. You know, I can translate, I can help people fill out forms.
Until she finds her way, she's busy reconnecting with family and building a garden.
So I say to anybody who's going to come to visit, can I bring anything? Sure, bring some worms.
She's relearning to play the violin after a 50-year break. Even at the age of 82, there is little doubt she will find more ways to serve. It's what she's done her entire life. She goes where she's needed, no matter where that is. In Oakland, Claudine Wong, KTVU, Fox 2 News.